put 2020 in the heading, so I must change that to 2021. Okay, so I'm going to repeat as I always do. I record from the bushveld in South Africa, which means it's beautiful here. I'm surrounded by wildlife, but the internet's a bit dodgy. Okay, so if I disappear for a sec, bear with me. I am back again, but I've been having a very good run of late. I have not been disappearing. Okay, so I'm going to do tarot, oracle, and of course relationship reading for you. Let's see what the card is that will be the theme for you guys for the month of January 2021. 21, I must change that in my heading. It's going to take me a while to do the 2021 thing. Okay, and some cards fell out for you. Unfinished Symphony and Here and Now. So there's something in your life, this is your sort of your theme for January, that has not been finished up. You left it unfinished. Whether you chose to do so or life just intervened and interrupted, either way, there was something that you did not complete, that you did not bring to its fruition, even, I'm hearing. And here and now, you're going to get the opportunity to do that. So in January, something that was unfinished, something that didn't culminate, something that wasn't brought to fruition is what I keep hearing. In January, you're going to get the opportunity to bring it to fruition, whatever it may be. Right, now let's have a look at your tarot cards and see what the story is for you in January. And one stays behind, and that's the Five of Swords. This has been coming up for everybody. Now for me, this is the fear spreading card. This is a little nomad. That's my word for a mixture of a gnome and a hobbit is a nomad. Okay, this nomad is wanting to head out of the forest out there into the way open. He's finished hiding. He doesn't want to hide anymore. He wants to get out there in the open. And the other one's whispering in his ear saying, oh, you got to be careful. It's a big bad world. Things are going to happen. In this particular deck, this card really looks like that to me. So we're all dealing with, I think, and you as well, Sagittarius, in January, the fear factor. The fear that's been whispered in our ears. Okay, we want to get out into whatever it may be in our lives. It can be any area of your life. You finished hiding, you want to get out there, and you're getting fears whispered in your ear, and that is what you're going to be dealing with, okay? That's the start of your story. Next card up is the Emperor. Have a look at this card. I think it tells the story so nicely. The harp lying on the ground has been, for the moment, abandoned. Not forever, because it's quite close to him, he can still reach it, but for now he's not using the harp. The harp represents happiness, great happiness, in fact. The swans represent mating for life. They're swimming in two opposite directions. He's sitting up in a tree. He hasn't got his feet on the ground, but he has a bow and arrow with him, but he's not aiming that bow and arrow yet. He could be soon. So if you look at this card, and by the way, yes, I did say it's Emperor. This is someone who does things traditionally. Think about swans traditionally symbolizing true love and mating for life. But at the moment, he is kind of just sitting back waiting to see what's going to happen. His happiness is stored away to one side. He doesn't feel great happiness at the moment. He's going to take aim at something, Ace of Wands, right? But not just yet. It's almost as if this person is following the protocols and what's dictated to him. It doesn't make him happy. It is definitely not doing anything for his relationships, okay? But he's going to take aim soon. But at the moment, he's sitting up in the tree, sitting the fence is what I hear, okay? Like he's almost as if he's sitting the fence, waiting to see what the next move will be. And when the next move reveals itself, he will take aim with that bow and arrow. And he will pick up that harp of happiness again. And hopefully those two swans will actually swim off together after that, okay? Now let's see what the next card says. Death. Ah, what a scary looking card this. It really is. But it means change. There's change coming. Something is finished, done with, over with. And one needs to move on after that. So, if he's sitting waiting for a sign, a big change is coming in their life. And that would definitely be the sign, won't it? Okay, now let's see what happens in the story. Quite an exciting story, this. The World. Okay, that's very nice. Now, the World is sort of the ultimate card, right? Isn't it 21? This dragon is sitting on gold, swords, pearls, king of the world. And that's basically what is probably waiting for you, metaphorically speaking and actually literally speaking. The world is waiting for you. So somewhere in January, the opportunity arises, doors open, the portals are there for you to go back into your world again. To be the person who is active and present and with it in your world, partaking in your world. Okay, so January gives you that opportunity. Let's see what the next card is. Six of Swords. Okay, so this little Okie is trying to get away from the things nipping at his heels. So the six for me is always a hard work card. The six cards in any of the card are hard work. So perhaps you're working hard at stopping the fears at nipping at your ankles. Okay, you're working hard at keeping a good, positive frame of mind in January. It's not going to feel that easy to you, but you're going to work at it and you're going to do your best to do it. But you want to get back into your world. You want your world to be right again, and you want to be able to function in your world. Then you get the Hermit. Okay, there's a bee, which means hard work. He's going to chop wood. He's got his mushrooms. The Hermit is always about inner wisdom, about sticking to oneself, not looking for outward recognition or outward justification or validation. It's all about inwardly being with yourself, okay? So maybe that's what you resort to. Hi, Emma. Compliments of the new season to you too. Emma's in London. That's nice, Emma. My one nephew is still in the UK and he's going to be there for Christmas. We're going to miss him terribly, but the other one is here. Okay, so the Hermit, you stay within. You're not going to look outside for validation or verification or justification for what you're doing. You're going to look inward for that, okay? And the Strength card as well. That's really, really nice. So you draw on your inner strength. So wise old Nomad, what did I call that? A Nomad? Yes, I'm still calling them Nomads. Okay, and he has the Leo symbol, and he's pondering and he's thoughtful. So that's what you're going to do together with a Hermit card. Okay, with this card, I'm saying you're really drawing on your own strength. You're really going to make use of your own strength. You're not going to rely on the world out there or people out there to give you your inner strength, your determination, or your way forward. You're going to rely on yourself for that. Very Sagittarian. That's the good thing about you guys. You can go forth without anybody's approval. You don't need it. You know where you're going. You know where you want to go. Other people must either fit in with you or accept it, or they can choose their own path, right? Okay. And then you get the Six of Coins, right? So that's working hard for what you want on a physical level. But there is treasure here for them, very definitely, and they're searching for it. So I think you're quite worldly occupied. This is more about your physical being, your physical surroundings, the money you're making, your path you're carving in life, that kind of thing. It's sort of very materialistic, very earthy goals that you have in the month of January, and that is what you're pursuing, and that is what is important to you. So if we recap the story again, you are dealing with fears that are being directed your way. You're kind of sitting the fence waiting for the opportunity to launch that goal. Something changes in a big way in January, and suddenly the world opens to you again, okay? You kind of keep your goal, your journey, what you want to do to yourself, or no, you keep it to yourself. And you're not relying on other people's feedback, okay? That's what I'm hearing, to launch this goal. You have inner strength, and that is what you are relying on. It's a bit hard work to keep that nipping at your heels, perhaps of the fears, of other people's fears. Swords is mind stuff. It's not physically happening around you. It's people's words, the stuff they're feeding you, everything that comes in, you know. You're working hard at sort of keeping that at bay. But you're working also because you have a goal in mind. And it's probably an unfinished project, unfinished goal, unfinished something that you now want to finish here and now. And January gives you that opportunity when you start kind of drawing on your inner strength. The change comes, you head for that goal. It will take work not to give in and be too worried about what people are saying, but you are prepared to do it, and you are perfectly capable of doing it as well. So we'll see in February where the story goes. It's an interesting story. It's an adventure. I can see that. Right, so now let's have a look at your relationship cards. Remember, I'm reading for those of you that are in relationships as well as those of you that are looking for relationships. We look at relationship energy in general. So, Sag, January 2021. First card up for you guys, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So, if you are in the market for this, somebody new comes in and they definitely attract your attention. No two things about it. If you're in an existing relationship, maybe some kind of I hear ping will happen between you and your partner. And flirt fell out of the deck, okay? So maybe you and your partner start flirting again and you kind of feel a rekindling of that warmth. But if you're not with someone and you want someone, you bump into someone, you like them, the two of you definitely going to flirt with each other. Okay, let's see what else comes up. Right, and the next card is reconciliation, someone from your past. So this could be an ex, possibly, coming back into your life again. The feelings are rekindled and you flirt with them and you feel all that stuff again. But reconciliation can also sometimes, to me, be even a past life relationship. You know, we look at our lives as very separate things, but they really, if once one gets to the place where you can see them, they kind of roll one into the other. So it can very likely be a past life relationship where you broke up with each other, okay? You left it. That's where you left it. That could be your unfinished business, very definitely. And here they come back in again, and even though consciously you're not going to be aware of the fact that this is a continuation of what happened before, that is what happens. And you flirt with them and you feel that romantic feeling. But in a relationship, if you have felt a bit of strain lately, given life's interesting twists and turns of late, relationships have probably been taking a bit of strain. You will find in January the opportunity for it to get more lighthearted again. You flirt with your partner and you rekindle that sort of like that way that you resonate with one another. If it's not pure romance, if you pass the point of pure romance, I hope you're not. I hope you still have some in your relationship. But if you are, you sort of rekindle that connection between the two of you. Or if you're still in the romantic stage, you actually rekindle romance in your relationship again. But if it's someone new, heads up, you broke off in a past life and now you're taking up again, okay? So if you could kind of look from way above and see, it's like a breakup and you're getting back together again. It could be someone from your past, but I'm more inclined to think it's a past life relationship. That's what it feels like, okay? Right, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. Thank you very much for chatting to me. I really appreciate it. And thank you for liking, subscribing. I really appreciate that too. If you'd like a personal or private reading, I will put that link in the description box below once I've finished the 2020 and made it 2021. And that will take you to my website and you can order readings there from me. Sending you love and hugs for the month of January 2021.